Why?
Because something got messed up, I think. Oh, there we go. It's there. Okay, cool. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I don't know what was going on there. If you guys heard me, great. If not, okay. How are you all? Hopefully good. This morning I am joined by, of course, Patience.
Good morning.
Not to say of course as in she's not important, just of course Patience is here. And I almost said of course again. And I'm also joined by a good friend of mine, the channel's, and just overall good person, Curious Raven. She does fantastic videos. I am particular to her true crime stuff because I investigate things too sometimes. Not that you would be able to tell with the fact that I haven't uploaded a video for over a month, but we won't go there because you all will harass me for it later. How are you today, Curious Raven?
I'm good. Good morning, everybody.
Good. I have to try to figure out how. I guess I could just address you as Raven, because I call Patience, and I'm not going to be talking to myself.
That's fine.
I guess if the chat needs to refer to you, Curious or CR, maybe?
Yeah, CR is fine.
Alright, we'll initialize it CR if y'all need to address her for anything. I know you've watched some of my streams, but I'm just gonna say it. You know this is not an interview. This is just us chatting.
Yeah.
We have Lady Raven, Raven, and Curious Raven. There are 3 Ravens in the house this morning. We are officially a conspiracy.
Yes.
No, we are a murder of ravens.
Murders for crows, though.
Are you sure?
I am. I am.
You make me want to Google that now.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now. What do you call a group of ravens?
You do?
So they are a conspiracy or an unkindness is for ravens. Crows is murders. Geese is gaggles. Not that that's important, but it's good to know anyways.
It doesn't really say. Unkindness? Really? We're unkindness?
Right?
We are the most kind of the unkindness group.
Do you have your coffee? Okay, good.
I can hear him echoing in the background.
Yeah, that's because she's sitting about 8 feet away from me.
Yes, whenever I talk, then he talks.
I try not to talk when she's talking. Alright.
So we...
Sorry, go on.
I said, so we are drinking out of our Curious Raven mugs this morning.
Indeed we are. Oh, you know what? I should probably tweet this out, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ha-ha! That thing I do sometimes. Matthew said he's leaving. He says, well, I'm out.
Hmm.
All right. If you're leaving, Matt, I guess I'll see you later.
Why are you leaving, Matt?
That is also a good question. I won't pressure him to stay. Don't know why he's leaving, but anyways, so we have a lot of people in the chat this morning. Holy crap. I'm not going to go all the way back up to the top, but, well, you know what? I'm already back at the top, so obviously we got Matt, we got Mr. Winslow Swan, we got Miss Creepy Tales, 242. Piggy Nilsson, I don't know if she's still here, because I know that she was part of the earlier one that was prior to the stream, but if she is, hello, and if not, well, I hope she's doing well. 242, Matt. Pam is here, of course. Of course Pam's here. I would not expect Pam to not be here. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through, seeing other names.
Matt wrote.
Big boy John was here too, so John was here. Dark Horse is here. Good morning, man. Matt wrote. All I saw is, well, I'm out, and then he just disappeared.
Well, earlier he wrote that he wants to go back to sleep because he woke up really early.
Well, fair enough. If he, 242, don't tell people to leave my stream, please.
Oh my gosh.
I see.
Sorry, what? Didn't mean to
The 42 is already feisty.
Yeah, she's already starting to kick people out. Should have seen this coming.
It's join or get out. That's what she said.
Oh. Oh, Piggy is still here. She may leave soon. That's fine. I understand. Yeah, she's over in Sweden, so she's totally different time zone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, very nice person.
Hi, Piggy.
Let's see. Guest at Patience. Nope, that's not the person that's on my stream. Whoops. I love how you go to type someone's name and, like, Twitter is just all like, how about this random person you've never spoken to?
That's funny.
It is.
I don't know. My Twitter's weird. When I type, it only lets me type one word at a time. And my keyboard keeps popping up after each word. And it's annoying. It takes me forever just to type one tweet.
What kind of phone do you use?
It's an Android, but it's a little older.
Okay.
That's probably why, but you know.
Could be the app, hard to say. Longboards is here too. 242, do not ban John, please. She's gonna end up putting him in timeout, and she's not gonna know that she did it.
Yes.
I'm not gonna know.
Sure.
Well, she accidentally put
said.
Silver in timeout last time. Not last time, but the last time she did it. But, with all respect, Patience accidentally put somebody in timeout one time because she put her phone in her pocket and somehow managed to do it.
Also bad.
She pocket kicked somebody. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool. Because one of those things like, how did you do that? Alright. So, everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely morning. It is incredibly rainy here in Kansas this morning. It is downpouring out there. And it has been. Apparently, almost all night. So.
Woke up to the thunder.
We did. How about you, Raven? How have you been? How is the weather down there in the beautiful part of this country that you live in? Oh, there you are.
It's been a little bit dreary, I can say. I mean, we've had, some overcast and stuff, but it's Florida, and it's still pretty.
Yeah.
It's hot every day, but humidity sucks.
Fair.
But it's I don't know. You know, I'm from Alabama, and when I moved to Florida, it's just a whole different type of thing. Down here, everything's faster, and now when I go to Alabama, I'm like, gosh, they're so slow. Drive, you know, or hurry up and shop. So, but
I gotcha.
yeah, I like it down here.
Yeah.
So I'm used to the heat.
Yeah. I am personally quite the opposite. I don't like the heat. We get hot summers here in Kansas though, so we get those 100 degree days, and we get the no humidity or high humidity on those days. That's the only thing that sucks about Kansas is you can never assume if it's going to be a dry heat or a very humid heat, because it just kind of randomly happens. So
Yeah.
But I mean, as the sorry,
I hear that humid heat is worse
yes.
because in July we're going to Arizona,
Oh,
and you know, I'm like, oh gosh, it's gonna be 100 and something degrees, but everyone's like, yeah, but at night it gets chilly, you know, and it's not as bad as you think it is. Not like being in humid weather. I don't know how true that is, but so if there's anybody here from Arizona, you can let us know in the chat.
You really like the heat.
And I don't really need to be in the sun for too long, but we're gonna go see the Grand Canyon. That's
Nice.
something we're gonna do for fun. Family vacation.
a few years ago we went and saw Bryce Canyon. We spent a decent amount of time down in Utah. We spent some time in Wyoming too. That was fun. We actually went to
Ooh.
Yellowstone, and as soon as we got through the gate, her car broke down. Or more so, it started overheating. So we were, over 1,000 miles from home, entrance of Yellowstone, freaking out, thinking, well, what are we gonna do now?
So what happened?
We ended up driving. So in Yellowstone, they actually have a car mechanic place.
So cool.
Wow.
So we drove it to them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, so your radiator cap is failing." And I was like, "Okay, so it's minor." And they're like, "You can just drive to the next town over, or we can order it and we can get it in 3 days." Like, all right, we're just gonna drive. So unfortunately, we didn't get to spend that much time in Yellowstone, but we had an exciting adventure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was very pretty though, driving through it.
I bet. I don't know. When I think about going to Yellowstone or any type of like Grand Canyon or big park like that, I always get like a weird feeling because you hear all these stories about people going missing, and
Sure.
so I guess it's like a little bit of a fear. But we're not like avid we are avid hikers, but we're not like avid campers. So we're still brand new to it.
Right.
And kind of, what's the word? Can't think right now. It's too early.
Well, so basically what you're saying is like you know what you're doing, but at the same time you're still new to it. Is that? I'm not sure,
Oh, yeah.
unfortunately, what word you're trying to think of.
Yeah. So,
Fair.
yeah, and we went camping the other day in Florida at a campground site here, really close to home, just to kind of try it out and make sure we have everything, and it went really well.
Yeah. You were mentioning that. I was curious how that went.
And that picture I sent you with the bird taking a selfie with me, he was, I guess he's so used to people feeding him, he just walked right up to us.
Right.
And he is a huge bird. I think they're called, I can't think. It's a crane down here in Florida.
I'll say it looks. What did I say it was? I think I said it was an egret.
I think so.
It was either like an egret or a
Yeah.
type of crane. He was cool looking. That was really, like, your pictures were really good, and he was just sitting there staring. Like, you could tell he did not mind you existing. So,
I loved it.
No. We had sandhill crane. That's what it is.
okay, sandhill cranes, cool.
We also had deer at nighttime coming straight up to us, like, I'm telling you, not even a few inches away from us. And I'm like, I'm not feeding you. You need to get out of here. Because if I did, they'd go tell all their little deer friends, and we'd have like a whole family over there with us. So
Right.
I just didn't feed them.
But then you could.
But it
just,
was really
like,
pretty, and
start an army of deer. That's the whole thing. You passed up a fantastic opportunity.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think the neighbors would be too happy with us.
No, probably not.
But oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Could not
I'm
hear.
moving around and it's loud.
You're good. It's a good thing about these mics. Typically, if you bump them, they don't make too much noise. But yeah. So
Swan said a crane is Georgia's state bird.
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been endearing.
I'm kind of.
Nice pun, 242. Nice pun. Yeah, so, well, I understand what you're talking about with, like, the people going missing and the fear of the national parks and whatnot. Yellowstone seemed like a real... So, obviously, Yellowstone's very large. All right, one second. Sorry, it is a very humid morning, so my throat is scratchy. So Yellowstone's a very large park, and you could get lost technically, and if you're in the park, you know, things could happen. But for the most part, Yellowstone feels more like a national park that surrounds a small city, because there were a lot of stores in that area. Like, it's obviously a tourist area.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but it's really nice out there. Like, it is, there are stores, but it's mostly untouched, if that makes sense. Like, they've concentrated. My voice scratched. Rando Curzian, thank you for the $20 super chat. Love you, Raven. Sorry I'm late. You're not late, man. You're fine. You also didn't have to do that. You also didn't have to super chat the $100 you super chatted, like, last week before I did this. I gotta know. This is why I can't schedule these. Because people like Mr. Calrissian decide they want to super chat money before I go live. So I was like, okay, why do you do that?
Aw.
And
Thank you, 42 reads.
Aw. Super chatted $2 Canadian. I love you, Raven, all three of you. Much love, 242. I love you as well.
I love you, 42.
Oh. Pam said that she cannot donate right now because her husband is quitting his job out of nowhere. Pam, do not, this is me telling you, do not feel like you need to donate, and to cap that off, actually, do not donate. I am telling you, do not. D-O-N-O-T. Not, that's how you spell, that's almost donut. Do not. I'm telling you, do not. Okay, do not. Pam, do not. Okay. So, what was I saying?
Don't remember.
I don't either. Yellowstone is a really beautiful place. Very nice to go to. And I want to go back now that we have better vehicles that won't break down.
Yes.
Oh my god, I swear, if my throat scratches one more time.
Maybe you should drink some of your coffee.
Right?
I've been drinking my coffee and my water, and it's not... It's the humidity. I have so many sinus issues, it's not even funny. So... Yeah. Also,
But it's
hello.
so muggy.
Are you a mouth breather?
No, I am a
That
nose
means
breather.
you
That's
can't
the
breathe
thing.
through your nose.
No, I'm a nose breather. I'm very capable of breathing
Okay.
through my nose. I just do have.
My husband isn't.
Okay. Fair. No, I'm breathing through my nose. I am congested because of the weather. But then every once in a while, like, I'll go to talk, and whenever I talk, I feel my throat scratch, and then I go,
I mean, some of my narrations, you can hear my throat. It does that too. It kind of like my voice goes out a little bit. And sometimes I have to like reread something where it's a little stronger.
Right.
That's just how my voice is.
Right. I feel that. I have moments, you know, being a 30-year-old guy who still has random voice cracks because, you know, puberty never ends. But no, I don't know. So I guess I wanted to actually compound what I said earlier. I am a nose breather. However, whenever I narrate, I do a lot of the time breathe through my mouth because it's quicker and easier whenever you're reading something intense.
Less nose whistles too.
Huh? Yes, less nose whistles, as Patience so elegantly put.
Hear it all the time at work. Drives me crazy.
Nice.
That's funny. But it's... people don't understand narrating. It's harder than what it seems.
Yeah.
When I first started, you know, it's like an art. You can't breathe a lot into the microphone. Like, you kind of learn how to breathe very subtle. Without, you know, talking and going
Right.
like that. And one narrator, a new narrator, said, "Hey, what do y'all do about the breaths?" I said, "Well, a lot of mine that's really pronounced, I just take them out, you know, like delete them." And I don't know. People don't realize how hard it is. You know, this narration is something I really love to do. And it's kind of like right now, it's like a hobby of mine to do it, but it's a lot of hard work. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. For sure.
Like you have to, you know, you have to record. You gotta figure out what music you're gonna use. You have to put the video together. And you have to make sure you have other little videos, you know, for like your intro and your outro in there. And then you have to make your thumbnail and edit, and then you have to render, and then you have to, it's just a lot, hours of work for just one video.
Right.
I don't know.
It is.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
No, you don't have to go anywhere with it. It's a valid point. And one that doesn't get brought up enough, in that, no, narration is not an easy thing. I will say I'm a very strange person. I don't work like most people. Words are hard, Pam. Thank you very much. I'm not like most people in that my brain does work in funny ways, and I ended up falling into this process that realizing that I fell into it. I'm very process-oriented mentally, so I end up going into this, like, blind, just autopilot whenever I create my stuff. Like, my editing process isn't editing. I don't actually edit my audio. I just record. If I mess up, I stop, delete that, and start that part over. Like, if I'm in the middle of a sentence and I mess up, I'll delete that, and I'd redo that sentence. I put enough space in between my sentences so I can do that. Obviously, it sucks whenever I'm in, like, a really intense part of a good fiction story, and I'm talking fast, and things are getting really intense, and I screw up one word, and it's like, well, gotta redo that entire paragraph. But for the most part, I'm pretty good about it. I don't, and this is not a humble brag, but I don't make a ton of mistakes. I've gotten so much better about reading, like, directly and actually getting the words right. But editing on the go, editing as you go, is absolutely the quickest way to get audio done. I don't know if you actually do you do a full record and then listen to it and edit it then?
Yeah, because I mess up way too many times. What I do is just if I mess up, I just reread it. Like I have a space and then I reread the sentence. And so when I go back, I just delete the sentence that I messed up and already have the correct one. And to me, I like it because I'm not, when I record, I'm only here for like an hour recording a couple of videos. And then it takes about a good hour to 2 hours to edit a couple of videos. So it's just easier for me. I've tried, like I use Audacity to record.
Same.
And a lot of narrators do. I mean, Jensen and I can't even think.
I mean, like TDN does.
Mr. Spook and
yeah,
and I just cannot fathom reading a story and then stopping if I mess up and delete it and then reread it. Because knowing me, I would mess it up the second time rereading it. So
I don't delete the entire audio. I just select the small part that I messed up and delete that and then start from there.
Yeah. No, I haven't tried it yet.
Maybe if I do a recording live stream, you'll see what I mean whenever I do it, and maybe it'll help you understand on that. Also, hi Mimi, I see you can't stay, but I hope you have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. So like I have a Logitech mouse that has a back and a forward button, and I just set up the back button to be like a delete. So whenever I mess up, like I said, I pause, I just select that couple seconds of audio, hit that button, it deletes it, and I hit Shift R and start from there. So Invisible Lizard has a special request. I'm curious what your request is, friend. Please let me know. So I don't know. Like if I could, I haven't done a live recording in a little bit, so maybe next time I do it, if you're around, I can show you, or you'll see how I do it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sure you understand. I'm sure you understand.
I do.
It's just, and a lot of people say like, well, I can't do that because it'll break my flow, it'll break my cadence. I'm like, not as much as you might think. After you get used to it, it gets a lot easier. But you know, Pam is correct. I make more mistakes talking on stream than in my recordings.
You're an excellent narrator. It just seems so effortless to you when I listen to your stories.
I do appreciate that. I try.
Yeah. And it just seems, I know it sounds stupid, but you know, the longer that you narrate, the better you get. And I've even seen, since I've met you to now, you've gotten better. And it's just amazing. And like me, when I look back at my first narration, I'm like, wow, that's embarrassing. So,
I mean, okay, but here's the thing. I'm embarrassed to listen to my first video. Okay, like...
Me too.
I get people who are new to the channel who are all like, I'm gonna go back and listen to all your stuff. I love your channel. And I'm like, okay, but do me a favor and stop whenever you hit around March of 2020. Don't go back any further. Don't go back to my first 4 months of doing this. It's not worth it. You will have a bad time. My first video, I didn't know what pacing was. I didn't know what spacing was. I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and remove all the blank space between the sentences. It was terrible.
That's what I would do.
I guess because I watch most of my time on YouTube is watching people let some of like the gaming channels, and also like things like yourmoviesucks.org, so like movie reviews kind of stuff, but they're typically funny, and a lot of the time there will be no spacing between their sentences because it's rapid hit humor, right? So I was just like, oh, I guess that's what you do whenever you make a video. So that's what I did. Um, but now I realize, no, you need that space. You need that pause. You need that build of, like, audio.
Well, you know, I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I read fast, and then my spaces that I do have are breaths. So some of my stuff seems like it's a run, like a sentence that just runs very long. And sometimes I have to stop myself and say, okay, I need to keep some spaces in here. Because it sounds weird when I, listen to it back.
So you said you use Audacity. Do you use, whenever you're finished with your audio, do you use Noise Gate at all?
I'm sorry, you kind of like glitched a little bit. What was that?
Interesting. I said so you use Audacity. I said whenever you're done recording, do you use the Noise Gate filter at all?
No.
Okay. So whenever my recordings...
You're gonna have to teach me.
Yeah, I will. I will happily do so. And the reason I ask is because Noise Gate is, the way I have it tweaked on my end, you can't tell that I'm breathing. Because it cuts it.
Oh, really?
It completely silences it.
Oh, wow, that would be so helpful.
I have an entire macro that I set up on Audacity that I could send you if you're using Audacity 3.0.
Okay.
That just does, basically it's what I do to my audio. I basically highlight it, click a button, and it applies all the things I do, which is basically just noise gate, slight amplification, and then limiting so it doesn't spike. So it's...
Well,
yeah.
Jensen, he taught me his setup, and he does, noise reduction, normalize, and then compressor.
Right.
But that's it. So that's all that I do. So if you have a better setup, I would definitely be interested after.
I don't know if it's better. It's just what I do.
Yeah.
And
I'll try it.
All us narrators, we have different methods, of course. So, and that's just become my method. In that it's, like I said, I do it super quick. I don't know, so he told you what to do, I guess, or did he show you?
Yeah. We, chatted or whatever through video, and he showed me what to do.
Okay. So odds are he doesn't have a macro setup. He probably does it by hand, which is interesting.
Yeah, I do it by hand too, so it would be nice to know shortcuts to make it faster.
Yeah, for sure. And I apologize that I never mentioned that before. It's just one of those things I don't think about. In that it's how I've done it for so long that it just doesn't click that other people don't do something similar. And also 242 hates Noise Gate because it doesn't work for her. I don't know why it doesn't work for her. For me, it works. Like, you can't tell, like, you can't hear the mouth noises in my audio, and you can't hear the in-between breaths because it just cuts it. Her voice is too low. Okay, that makes sense. So she records too quiet.
Records too quiet? What in the world does that mean? Mine's
Hey,
on
that's
it.
what I do.
Yeah, no, Patience does it too. Whenever she records,
too.
she can be right up by the mic, and the audio spectrum there's like hardly anything above the center.
You should see the thing in Audacity. It's so tiny, and he has to make it so big.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I see. Yeah, no, mine's not like that. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about. So...
I love it, because I'm like, Patience, I have a Yeti. How are you not being picked up at this point?
I have a Yeti.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So you know how that is. It's like, this is the top line USB microphone. There's not really a USB microphone above this. How are you still not being picked up by the microphone, Patience? You're sitting less than a foot from it. Your mouth is almost on the microphone. What are you doing? It's hilarious.
I don't know. I meant, I have mine set up where the volume is pretty high. So I actually, to me, it sounds like I'm being really loud, but I'm not. And I just sit in my chair and talk normal. I don't whisper or talk really low or get real close to the mic. I just talk normal.
Right.
So, I don't know, maybe try that. I don't know. That's what I do.
That's fair.
But I'm loud anyway, so.
I mean, so am I. So.
A loud mouth. It's true.
I'm loud. No, I'm pretty loud too. The only adjustments I do to my voice is whenever I'm telling like true stories, I'll sometimes just start talking like this, because if you're a little more if you're a little more on the raspiness, it gets a little more intense and people can listen. It's creepy. I didn't know it was creepy. I was actually thinking it was more comforting.
Okay.
Well then, I guess it's creepy. Also, Anita,
It's
hello,
okay.
good morning. You almost missed us again. You are here, so thank you for joining. I know she's been trying to come to one of these streams for a little bit now. She keeps missing them, so.
What, Anita? Hello,
Yes.
Anita.
Good morning, Anita.
Good morning, Anita.
I like. That's a very pretty name.
Anita is a very lovely name. You are correct.
Anita is a lovely person.
Is Invisible Lizard asking when he and I are having brunch? Because let's go to brunch, bro. Come on. Get your ass up here. We'll go after the stream. Come on, everybody. We're all going to have brunch. We'll figure out a place.
Yeah, that's what sucks. I wish we all lived close. You know what I'm saying? We can all just go hang out.
The power of
But-
the internet. We are so close, yet so far.
Yeah.
So Winslow Swan had a good
Yep.
point. He says if he messes up a line, he claps, which it spikes the audio. I was actually going to ask you, have you considered going on Amazon and buying? They're pretty cheap. One of those like a clicker, like a little plastic clicker that makes like the really shrill click noise every time you hit it. Because basically what you could do is if you mess up and you hit that, it would spike all the way like maximum.
And it'll show me all the places I messed up,
Right.
Oh.
so it's easier to edit it.
Mm-hmm. So, because I understand you said you do pause, but you wouldn't have to do like as long of a pause, or you could just, pause a little bit and keep going. Let me see if I can find a good one on Amazon audio. Click.
Also, I wanted you to my thumbnail game isn't like crazy good like yours is, and I wanted you to try to teach me that the thing that you use, because I use Canvas. Canva,
No, you're fine. I know what you meant.
and I pay for it monthly. It's good. It gives you good pictures and videos and audio and all that stuff, but also what I found out too, it's weird, is that I've tried to use some of the Canva audio, like creepy music and stuff for my intro and outro videos, and it flags it.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? This is supposed to be a free, you know what I'm saying, like a non-copyrighted website so people can use it. And it actually is copyrighted, their music is. And I'm like, what the crap? What am I paying for?
No, and that's the thing. And I love that you mentioned that, because I was actually looking at Canva the other day. Because I know you use it, I know MCT uses it, and I like some of the images that MCT uses. So I was curious as I went to go look at like how their licensing worked, and some of their licensing was a bit confusing. To the point
You
where
don't want
I'm
to
like,
get yourself in trouble.
right. Well, and that was the
Yeah.
thing. Like some of their licensing, patience, what was it? It was something like it was
Like you
it was a non-disputed license. Like you could use it for whatever you wanted, but at the same time, you weren't allowed to use it for anything they didn't explicitly say you could.
They mentioned something like advertising, because I made a comment about how you couldn't use it on like a business card, even though the commercial shows you using it on a business card. So with the thumbnails being like a business or like advertising in a way, it was kind of a gray area.
It was, yeah, their licensing situation was kind of weird, but I mean, it is what it is. But
They're talking about my accent in chat.
I was curious if they were talking about your accent. I know you do.
My yeehaw accent.
You do have
I'm
a
from
slight southern accent, yes.
I'm from Alabama. When I get upset or angry or hyper, any type of spike of emotion, it gets thicker. So,
See, here's a funny thing. Whenever I get excited or like angry or hyper, mine does the opposite. I become a northerner.
because you are a northerner.
Kind of.
Right?
Well, I'm born and raised
You're
in
kind of
Kansas.
in the middle.
I am.
You're kind of in the middle.
My mom, my mother, my maternal side of my family is what I was trying to say, is actually from North Dakota. My paternal is from Kansas. So, I don't, like, my mom has an accent, but my dad doesn't. And I never had a northerner accent growing up. But then I hit adult age, like my 20s, my late 20s, and I started getting this weird northerner accent. And I don't know why. Everybody, really quick, I
Well,
just dropped her links in chat. Please go sub to her channel. This is Curious Raven. She's a fantastic person. She does awesome videos. You all want to harass me for not doing Raven Investigates. This woman does these kinds of videos every week, so check her out. But go on, sorry. I did not mean to cut
lately
you
I have
off.
not. I'm sorry.
Okay. She does those kinds of
Lately, I
videos
have
almost
not.
every week. She has in the past. She's not right now.
Almost. I've been bad. I need to get back on them. But to be honest, a lot, I've noticed that, we can see what videos do really good. And everyone loves the true stories and the ghost stories.
Yep.
So I've been sticking with that because I get like 100 views on the true stories, but then I get like 13 on the true crime. And I'm like, well,
I feel that.
it's all about an algorithm. So, I don't know. That's why I've kind of slumped away from it. I guess like you, I would have to make a different channel for it.
So that's, and okay. Did I ever explain to you why I did that?
Probably because what I just said about the algorithm.
Partially. The other part
Yeah.
was, in my mind, it didn't feel right to have a true crime story surrounded by ghost stories and then creepypasta.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt, it didn't, I'm not saying
Like it didn't fit.
disrespectful, but it felt like it was
Yes.
out of place. So I
Yeah.
did make the second channel, and then I didn't post to it because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I really enjoy your investigations. They are just amazing. Like me, I just ramble, about, like I put, points of the story, and then I just kind of just talk or whatever I want about the story and tell the facts and stuff like that. But you're just so professional. Like you're an actual detective explaining a story about what happened.
Well, thank you.
So
And unfortunately everyone's gonna chastise me for making excuses, but the reason I don't do them as much as these people like to chastise me.
They love you. They are your
know.
fans. They are here
I know, but they poke and
just
prod
to
me.
listen to you.
They poke and prod me and comment, "Hey, have you investigated anything lately?" And I'm like, "No."
I do that too.
I know you do.
Privately, I write him. So, when are you gonna get, that video up?
Anyways, I try. Okay, I am trying to tell you. What's up? Sorry.
Listen, what my mama has always told me is that if people don't pick on you, it means they do not like you. So just remember that. Okay?
I know.
Or I just grew up in a messed up family, but you know what
No,
I'm saying?
I mean,
Just
at least it stopped it if they don't pick on you, kind of thing. But no, all you guys who are saying it's just a joke. I know it is absolutely a joke. And no Invisible Lizard, I have not done the Corpse Frog album yet. Give time, that's gonna come too. That's like a next year project though.
what is that?
I
What's the Corpse Frog
was
album?
being stupid several weeks ago, and my throat was scratchy. Hey Adam, how's it going? My throat was really scratchy, so I was doing like this stupid corpse husband impression. I was like this blah blah blah. Except people were like, "You sound like a frog," so I'm like, "I'm corpse frog," and then I auto tuned it, just for fun.
They lost their mind.
They lost their collective minds. I was just being stupid. And then it became a thing for like, I don't know, maybe you didn't see all the streams, but like 2-3 weeks where Fearsome Hero was donating
No.
$5 and she was all like, "I want auto-tune." I'm like, okay. So I had to turn on voice mod for like 3 weeks in a row to auto-tune myself. because they were.
Oh man, because she paid you to do it. That's
Yeah,
funny.
she was like, "I'll donate $5 in super chats to do it," and I'm like, "All right, I guess." Other people didn't seem to mind. It was kind of. I'm like, "I'm sorry, guys. I was asked to do this," and it was always near the end of the stream. It wasn't like for the whole stream. It was just like for the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But, so I did make the mac and cheese. God damn. Anyways,
Made mac and cheese wiggle.
I was asked to say make the mac and cheese wiggle, so I made a stupid little song thing for somebody that was in the chat that asked. It was like 4 lines, just me auto-tuning saying that crap. Just
Well, you know, you're not the only.
I know
You're
Jensen
not
does
the
it
only
too.
one. Yes, that's what I was
know.
gonna say.
It's his fault that I have voice mods, so I saw him use it and I'm like, oh, and then I downloaded it for fun, just for fun, for one stream, and because it was the trial version, and they're all like, oh, this was funny, haha, and I'm like, cool, and then I opened it up again, it was like, we'll give you a lifetime license for $30, and I'm like, bought it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's like $16 a month, and I'm like, $30 for a lifetime? Yeah, I'll buy that. So now I have this software that's auto-tuned, and I don't use it much. I used it on my April Fool's video.
Okay.
So I don't know if you watched my April Fool's video. It was stupid, but if you haven't watched it, you should at some point.
I think I did a little bit, but I don't remember.
It's the kitten rating video. Don't ask.
Yes. Yes. Hey, Gator Puppet said sing it again.
Sorry, I can't. See, here's where things would get awkward. If I turned on voice mod right now and started singing, they would hear auto-tuning. You would not.
Oh.
So it would be
That's
really
true.
awkward.
So it would be weird. You'd just be singing to me in your regular voice.
Right? Anyways, back to what I was saying on topic about Raven Investigates.
Sorry.
No, that wasn't you. That was these distractions. So the reason, and again, I know you're all gonna prod me for making excuses, but and it is an excuse. It's not a good one, but it is an excuse, and it's unfortunately true. Those take so long to make. I'm not joking whenever I say the last one took me 3 days to make. It was 3 days, and I actually looked. I looked at my stuff, and remember talking to Patience about this. I remember this now. It was 3 days total, because it was 2 days of. It was 1.5 days of writing, a day of recording and editing, because I can't edit those the same as I do my narrations, and then almost a day of putting or half a day of putting the actual video and visuals together. It took 3 days to get a 20-minute video that got less than 100 views together. So it's rough, and I'm trying to get it back in my schedule. I am ahead on my videos, kind of. I'm both ahead and behind at the same time, strangely. Like, I have tomorrow's audio, but I don't have it put together. I have Tuesdays. Yes, there's actually a video on Tuesday this week. I have Tuesday ready to go. I need to do Wednesdays. But I can do that. That's fine. Fridays takes extra time. Saturdays, I don't have done, but I can get it done. But, like, I can get ahead. It's just I have to get ahead and have the Raven and Push have the Raven. I was reading. I'm sorry. And have... You ever do
I
that?
was like,
You ever
where
do
you
that
going
whenever
with
you're
that?
talking and like you see a word in a sentence and you accidentally replace a word in the sentence that you just said? I have to have the motivation and energy. I can't even finish the sentence. I hate
We
myself
gotta
now.
find a damn Raven first. This sucks.
I have to find a Raven to put together the videos and No, but seriously, like I have to have the motivation, I have to have the drive, the push.
Yes. Some days it's hard.
It is. Well, especially whenever it's like I spend an entire day of recording, like 2-3 videos worth of stuff and getting it put together, rendered and everything. And then I'm just like, I am so tired. I want to go to bed. And then the next day, I'm like, I just stare at my screen for 2 hours. I'm like, what am I doing?
I gotta move my mic.
Good.
Okay.
Hello, Silver. And Anita, I know you guys love me no matter what I do.
I wish I had a Raven.
I wish
Like
I
a
had
real one.
Same. They're illegal to own though. in most places. Here in Kansas, you can't own crows because they're classified as songbirds.
That makes me sad. I want a crow too.
Yeah, they don't sing,
Supposedly, ravens and crows, they're super freaking smart.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they can, repeat and sing back to you and stuff. So it's weird.
Apparently, Silver said if I don't have the video done in an hour, I'm dead to him. Even though he said he's not rushing me. Not rushing him, he can take as long as he wants, but he has to be finished in an hour. He's dead to me.
Hey, we'll still be on stream in an hour.
I hardly knew ye. Coolest thing, there's actually a murder of crows near us. And if you go to our local Waffle House, of all places, you can see them because that's where they hang out. Because there's a Waffle House there, there's a gas station there, there's a restaurant. There, it's like the main street in Olathe, kind of. Anyway, there's a group of crows, and one of them, like both of his wings, have several white feathers interspersed.
Wow,
That looks so cool.
It is the coolest thing, and apparently that's not an uncommon thing to happen. It is a bit of a mutation, but it's super cool to see this group of blackbirds, and there's just one with white feathers interstrewn between his wings.
I was gonna say maybe he's graying and he's just old.
Maybe.
I know that's not what it is, but that's what popped up in my mind.
Sure, I get you. So I think I know what I need to do for Raven Investigates. I think I need to work on 2 videos that have 2 scripts going at a time. So maybe I don't get burned out.
Yeah, but that's no.
No,
Yeah.
I mean like have 2 scripts going, so if I'm one day it's like I really don't feel like writing this script about, 5 missing people that have still not been found. And then and then maybe I can just write this one about this one cold case. I'll have 2 going at the same time. So.
Well, sometimes too, it's sad. Like if people go to my channel and listen to some of the stories and true crime that I have read, I mean, sometimes I am in tears while I'm reading the story.
Yeah.
And I'll have to say sorry. Sorry for some just hits home, and you kind of want to let people know what to do and not to do in weird situations.
Right.
And not make the same mistakes as others. Especially with the true, Reddit stories and stuff. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's just like, wow, I can't believe this person went through that. So that's hard too. When you're doing the script.
Right.
For me, at least it is. I'm not sure about you, but
I'm a bit of an odd bird. That was an accidental pun. Thank you.
Dissociate from it.
Kind of. I'm very factual. I'm very face value, matter of fact. So I can, to some extent, just kind of do, I can just read the text and get the information.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but I can disassociate it from reality. The things I do for fans, right, Anita? But it is still hard. It's not easy. But yeah.
Well, I know this is kind of off topic, but I'm hoping I'll get to 500 subscribers and I will do a live stream. And I wanted Raven to be on there with me. Kind of like a 500 live stream celebration.
Right. So
I know 500 subscribers isn't much for you, but
oh, please. That's no, trust me.
I feel like it's taken yeah.
I never expected to get to 500. I will be totally cool with going back to this. I do apologize. I do want to call out what Invisible Lizard said. I don't mean to interrupt you. That's a horrible thing to do.
No. That's fine.
His statement was, I don't mean to bring this down. My request was well wishes for my family. My aunt passed on Wednesday, and I'm going to be headed to her viewing today. And I appreciate the laughs. Invisible Lizard meant I am very sorry for your loss. That is very painful, and I totally understand that. I obviously, I apologize. Obviously, Yes, well wishes for you and your family. Thoughts, etc. Thoughts, prayers, etc. Just, man, I'm really bad with words when these comes to these kind of things. I am very sorry that happened. I'm very sorry for your loss, and I hope it goes as well as it can. Yeah.
Yes, and fast healing as well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just very sorry, man. That's really rough. If you need to, like, get anything off your chest or say anything, let me know. You can say it to me. I'll listen. Yeah, and like I'm really sorry, man. Very sorry to hear that. Absolutely, like Patient said, yeah, we're here if you need anyone to talk to. And obviously the chat will all give you their well wishes and keep you in their thoughts, my man. Because that's rough. Thank you for... Oh, of course, man. And hey, like I said, you are strong enough to get through this. It's not easy. It is hailing. Yeah. Huh, nice. Sorry. I was talking and I just kept hearing tinging because the hail is hitting the window well metal things in the basement. Yeah, so, my man, if you need anyone to talk to, please let me know. Please let us know. Please let anyone know. Me or anyone in the stream, chat, anything, because, you know, every single person here, we will listen. So, I'm sorry, man. Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, stay strong, stay safe, exactly. So. Alright, no, so, yeah, whenever you hit that 500 subs, which you will, and you will very soon,
Getting so close.
you are getting close. I will happily be on your live stream, as I said I would.
I don't know if anybody's going to show up, but, you know.
We'll make them show up.
Heck
Yeah, I feel like if I market it, you know, put it on socials, I'm hoping people do. I've been trying to tell my subscribers that I have now that I was going to be on this chat with y'all this morning, but I'm not even sure if I see some people that are here or not.
Well, okay, so the good thing to remember about live streams, and something I will tell you that most people don't understand. You see it shows 20 viewers, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean there are only 20 people watching. That means there are 20 active viewers, people that have put something in the chat, people that have it actively open. It doesn't always show you if there are inactive viewers, such as ones who put it on and mute and, like, just lock their phone, or put their phone down or have it
and
like,
just listen.
Right. So those aren't...
I didn't know that.
It's no, most people don't. Just because it's not obvious. The best way to take it, because like I said, I have 20 concurrent viewers, 20 active viewers. Whenever this is over, it'll say something closer to 100, because like that's everybody who viewed, clicked back through it. Like it'll be a full video. It'll be a full view video.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Sorry.
I noticed that because, you know, I've done some like little live streams where I just played a video, you know, of all of my narrations.
Right.
You know, for 24 hours or whatever, and when I would check in and stuff, it would show like maybe 2 or 3 people watching, but then at the very end it showed like 60 people have watched it.
Right.
So
because that means throughout there were at least 60 people that clicked it and actually did view it. So
yeah. Okay.
It's just it's not as obvious as people would like to think it would be, and I wish it were more obvious and a little cleaner. Oh yeah, if you haven't left a like on the video, please do so. There are 26, which I think is a benefit of having this up a week early. But yeah, so live streaming is weird. It really is. I want to get my 24-hour live stream back up and running, but I can't. Because if I do, I can't go live again on my channel. Like, I can't do my Sunday stuff. So I do have a second channel that is my other channel, quote unquote.
Hold on. Explain. You said that if you did do a 24-hour, you couldn't go back to doing. Why? What does that mean?
Sorry, Rando Carizian super chatted $50 for his avatar, and I hate him for it because I told him there was no charge. And I'm very angry now. You have ruined my disappointment is immeasurable. My day is ruined.
Oh, you made his channel character.
Kind of. I just photoshopped, like, I did what he asked me to. I photoshopped General Grievous from Star Wars onto a guy with a suit. And then put, like, the sun rising over the world behind him, because I was like, Mr. Worldwide. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why he paid me for it, but thank you very much, Rando. You are amazing, of course. So, what I was gonna say is if I put up my because I used to have a 24/7 live stream that went on my channel. It 100%, it is how I got to 1,000, or got to my 4,000 watch hours, 100%. Without that, I would not have gotten there.
What I'm trying to hit, but go ahead.
No, I know. So, but if I had that up still, I wouldn't be able to do my Sunday streams, because you can only have one live stream per channel going at a time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You had it going all the time.
Yes, it was 24/7.
Oh. Wow. Okay. What streaming service do you use? I use Streamlabs.
Yeah, so I use Streamlabs for these ones and this computer. The other computer is running Linux, which doesn't allow Streamlabs, so I was using OBS Studios.
Mm-hmm.
So I may reinstall Windows on it, though. I may try to get Windows 10 running on it, because as much as I absolutely love Ubuntu and Linux, because I am a total tech nerd, I can't seem to get OBS to work, like, long term. So maybe Streamlabs will work better. Oh, Beautiful Nightmare has
it must
to go.
be an older computer, correct?
It's 11 years old, at least.
Oh, okay, yes.
It's old. It's old. And that's why I have it running Linux instead of Windows, because it's old. Beautiful Nightmare said she has to go. You'll be sending. Yeah, I know you'll be sending me something soon. Thank you.
Bye, Beautiful Nightmare. See you later.
I am out of coffee.
Me too, and I need to go let my children know to, I guess, turn down the TV. I don't know if that's the background I hear. I don't know if y'all hear that or not.
I don't hear it.
No? Okay, well then never mind. I'll be, yeah. Cool.
I just hear very loud rain.
Yeah, no, it's coming down like crazy out here.
See, I can't hear your rain. And that's funny because I love when it rains. It just puts me right to sleep. But I'm so paranoid about people hearing things in my videos.
Right.
And it seems like, yeah, it's not as bad as I think it is.
Right. No, and that's the thing about the Yeti too, is because I'm assuming you use the auxiliary port to put your headphones or earphones in directly to the mic, so you can hear yourself, talking. Sorry. Amateur Animator did super chat $2 and said the video isn't going to load. I don't know, is he having trouble with the connection? Pam said, yeah, they hear my music, so like most of the background noise gets droned out by the music in the video. Good morning, Ghost Inc. And then Anita said she has to go. So Anita, you have a fantastic day. Go enjoy your new bed that you are buying. So that's awesome. Whenever we bought our bed and it was new, it was comfortable as well. Yes, Beautiful Nightmare, you have a great day. Sorry. So, okay. Shit, what was I saying? I'm sorry. Oh my god,
I don't even remember either, to be honest.
No, I shouldn't have cut myself off. Oh, the Yeti. So it amplifies through that aux port. It amplifies a lot. So like
okay.
I can hear the rain and I can hear Patience, but if I were recording, it probably wouldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
So it's hard to use this because you think it's gonna pick it up.
Yeah, it's a really good mic. I don't know. Sometimes you have to spend the money to get better content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not a cheap microphone, but
no,
it'll last for a long time.
I hope
it's
so.
worth it. Yeah.
Because I don't.
There's a lot of stuff that I feel like because I have another channel, And so I felt like I was good with YouTube, but you have shared so much with me just in this chat that I'm, you know, flabbergasted that I don't even know about. And I just feel like there's so much more you can teach me.
And I will. Rando Calrissian super chatted another $50.
Yes.
Just because I
thank
love you all. Rando, bro. Okay, you've hit the threshold. You are 4th on the list. You are just under ghosting.
I can
Sorry.
I see him standing there with ones in his hand and just kind of pushing them out, saying, "Here you go. Here's some money, y'all."
That's why I call it the tip jar, so it doesn't feel like I'm a stripper.
Well, I wasn't sure, but it that's what it seemed like to me. He's like, so. Does he narrates as well? Correct?
Yeah, he's just starting out. He's an author more than anything.
Okay.
I've done several of his stories. I did the entire Anomaly series, the Sunspot series, and then I think my Perception of Evil.
I like the Sunspot series.
And then Perception of Evil. So he is a really good author. He and I actually met because he posted one of his stories on Reddit, Perception of Evil to be exact, and I liked it and was like, "Hey, can I narrate this?" This was way back, and ever since then, it's my fault that he's stuck in this community. Thanks, Mitzi. You just set off the camera.
This is a very good community. Thank you very much.
No, I agree. I was just joking. Silver Threads. If I feel bad for receiving the money, I can just send it to him. No, I'm good. You still want my car because you can't have it. But no, I just Rando, thank you, man. I really do appreciate you. You've paid for this stream a few times over. The stream is free, so thank you. No, so, and then there's John, his brother, Rando Calrissian's brother, donating $10, $9.99 to be exact, with the super chat. Saying I was gonna say, just because you are the best, my brother stole my thunder. Well, thank you, John.
That's cute.
John, despite what they say, I do not hate you. I will never hate you. You're a good guy. Okay. You guys are going to break the stream. You know this happens every time you do this. I start getting a bunch of super chats and the stream just crashes. So don't... Okay.
Here's more.
I know, that's what I'm saying. 242, super chatted. Canadian, $5. Here's my tip for the day. Raven is awesome and helps so much. Take my loonies and toonies. Strippers have it hard here. I am not a stripper. Please. If I were a stripper, I would have to pay you all. Ooh, thunder. Big thunder.
That's funny.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat, 242. Thank you for the tip. I will take your loonies and toonies. I do hope that you get to send me loonies and toonies in the mail as you wanted to, because I would love that, please. I want some Canadian cash. That sounds like fun.
It does.
So,
yeah.
As I was saying, I will absolutely help you out more if you ever have time, and if you ever have some questions, I will. Yeah, we can hop on Discord and I can do like a video chat, not video chat, but like screen share. Because you know my propensity to video chats. But I will happily help you out if you need it. Are you serious, guys? Guys, come on.
Rando
Calrissian super chat $10 just to one up John because John super chatted $9.99.
I love it. I love it.
Pam, stop lying, Raven. I'm looking at you right now through the window and you are fine. I am not fine. My video just flashed on Studio. You guys are gonna break the stream. Now it's an auction.
The stream is fine.
No, I know, but Studio just flashed, which usually happens right before its shit goes down. They're gonna break it again. No, it's all good. Look,
no, we're gonna ignore it.
Look, this is how I take it. What they're doing, they are paying me to shut the hell up, because they super chat and it breaks the stream. So they just want me to not talk anymore. Anime is here. Good morning.
No, I think it's all out of love.
I know. Silver Threads already pays me $3 a month. I couldn't afford rent this month. I was $3 short. Silver, shut up.
Snorted.
That's okay. I do that all the time.
I snort when I laugh when it's something really funny. That was funny.
It is funny. These guys are all funny. Raven mad he getting paid. I'm not mad I'm getting paid. I appreciate this because, as you all know, I don't like. This is basically what I do now. Does it pay enough to pay rent? No. Does it pay enough to pay my car payment? No. Does it pay enough for me to have money between the next time I get paid from it? Yeah, I guess. Who's the stripper? Anime. I'm the stripper, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
takes
the
tips.
stripper. I don't want to be the stripper, but I am the stripper because they're throwing money at me. We're paying you because we love you. I know, and you guys are always amazing. Raven is. Oh yeah. Okay. 242's got to go.
42.
I hope you have a great day. Thank you for your super chats.
Bye.
You are amazing, of course. And everyone, of course. Oh Jesus. Everyone, of course. Make sure you show 242 some love as always. Oh, Ghost Ink just super chatted $50. It'll pop up on the screen. I'll say it in a minute. I wait for it to pop up on Streamlabs before I say it. Ghost Ink just super chatted $50 saying, "You really about to make me do this? My guys. Y'all, please slow down. Please stop." I never know what to say in these cases. Like, they just throw money at me, and I'm like,
Aww.
Pam. If you did OnlyFans, I would get 2 jobs.
I'm not. No. No. You don't want that. I don't want you to die. I'm not going to do an OnlyFans because I would just kill people who subscribe. Like, they would just be like, "Oh God," and die. I'm not doing this.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yeah, I love you all. Must keep myself on that board. Big Boy John just super chatted $4.99. My OCD is kicking in. How do I donate whole dollars? I don't know. Okay. If anyone knows, I am curious. There are some people, John and Dea specifically, who cannot super chat whole dollars.
That's weird.
It is. They can only super chat in .99 increments.
Does it let you type in the amount, I wonder? Like,
Mine does. I can type in amounts. I can super chat myself $5 for no reason.
Super chat? Yeah, you can type in the amounts.
But for some
you
reason...
can backspace it and type it in.
For some reason, like, him and Dea are unable to. And I don't know why. So, it's weird. Pam, stop it. Stop inflating my ego. Being all simpy again. Pam. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know why they can't. But thank you, Big Boy John. I'm sorry that your OCD is going to kick your ass now. Because you can only donate in 99-cent increments. I do think it's funny that you donated $9.99 and your brother was like, "I'm going to one-up him. $10. That was funny. Beyond that, yeah. Like I said, I don't know why it happens, but... yeah, so like I said, if you need any help with anything, just let me know, and I will happily help you out. I know you mentioned the thumbnail game. My thumbnails aren't... Okay, I'm not going to say my thumbnails are great.
Thumbnails are awesome.
Some of them. Some of them are trash. Some of them I hate. Sometimes I finish a thumbnail and I'm like, I hate this thumbnail so much. Like, I need to fix yesterday's. I don't like yesterday's. I need to fix the text. Because I thought I was done, and then after it went up, I'm like, oh god, why did I put that up like that? I should have finished it. Like my glitch ones, I am very proud of those. Damn it. Big Boy John super chatted $4.99. Yeah, it's stupid, but oh well. Here's more money. And then you, really, I'm talking to you.
I just wanted to get on the bandwagon.
Do you want to read your message since
I can't help it.
Since it's
Thank you for having me. So far I'm having a wonderful time and I'm loving everyone in the chat. I love this community. That's all I need to say.
That's fair.
you guys are awesome.
That is fair.
But $5.
Yes, thank you. You won up John by a penny.
make me wanna holla. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
That got weird
Me
fast.
and my husband say that all the time. Anime said peer pressure is real.
Right? I've noticed, apparently. There we go.
Oh, I sound adorable. Well,
we go.
thanks.
Rando Calrissian super chatted
Potato.
$5 to one-up John. And then, if anyone's wanting to know, I super chatted myself $2 with a potato.
But why?
Because I love paying YouTube.
Sure, but what are you doing?
Potato. Yes, exactly. Patience.
I love it. It's on the screen. It shows a potato. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Because I've just, not the first time I've done that. I've done... Damn it, Silver. Silver super chatted...
Every time I see one, I laugh. So when I start laughing, you know that someone donated. So that's funny.
Silver Threads
I'm all giggly now.
super chatted $2 Canadian. I wanted to feel included. Can't afford food now. Silver, want me to send you a potato? Fearsome has to go. Fearsome, you have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day, Fearsome. Have a great day, Fearsome. Thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it.
You sounded like you were from Germany just a second ago.
Oh, that's weird. I said doy, and I'm like,
that sounded German.
Well, noted. Yeah, I donated to myself, which is hilarious because YouTube's just going to take 40% of what I donated. So, you know, I donated $2 to give myself $1.20. I paid YouTube today.
Wait. Are you saying that when we donate, you only get a certain amount of it?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, everything. Ad revenue, channel memberships, and donations. YouTube takes 40%.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Okay.
sucks, but I mean...
At least you're getting 60%, you know? But
yeah.
Still.
Why did my number go up just now? Because John donated. I'm looking over.
I don't see it.
You can't see the number.
I see it now.
I'm looking at the stream screen on the chat revenue, and it went up, and I'm like, why'd it go up? Big boy John, $4.99. I will beat you up, Rando. Don't mess with me. I got the power of God and anime on my side.
Oh gosh, you're gonna have a fighting match in the chat.
Right. Y'all have overflowed the tip jar this morning. So the little tip jar on the screen. Every time people donate it flies out because it's overflowed. Oh, Pam actually had a question for you. I'm sorry, go on.
For me?
Yeah.
Where?
Okay.
Do you have
a subject matter that is off limits, like something you just can't narrate?
So far, not yet. I haven't ran across anything. Sometimes, you know, the stories that includes pedophilia kind of bothers me, but I feel like their story needs to be heard.
Right.
And you know, the true stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really bothers me sometimes. The story that I'm doing now, called Trials, the first, you know, half of the story, part of the story was okay, but then the second part was not okay. It was talking about a lot of, I don't even know if I can say it, but I'm not, you know, family members with family members and...
incestuous relationships.
Yeah.
To put it scientifically.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? People will go, haha, people from Alabama do that. But, you know, whatever.
Rando just super chatted $5 and said, "Fire's gun."
Oh, dear.
I believe he just shot his brother.
What?
I think he's threatening his brother at this point. And Ghosting has to go because he has to go to work. Ghosty boy, you have a great day at work, my friend. Go do what you gotta do, my bro. I got it. And Gator Puppet, yes, I listened to both Being Scared and Darkness Prevails. I have before. What did anime say?
Anime said that Patience has a really cute laugh.
Yeah,
I think so too.
they're not here for me.
What does that mean?
That's not true.
They're not here for me. They're here for her. And then John super chatted $4.99 saying, "See, they won't get that, but I do." They are talking to each other in my chat through super chats.
They're doing super chats with inside jokes. And we've
Pam.
been forced to read them.
Thinks a Game of Thrones. Yeah, no. I mean, she has a point.
But, you know, like, people say, you know, cousin and cousins, that's Alabama stuff. You know.
It gets
stuff like-
really old, I can imagine.
And yes. And I'm like, man, that's not even true. You know, we're not all hillbillies down there.
No, that's more Mississippi. Come on. That was a joke.
Louisiana. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I think it's just
Louisiana, they just shoot each other in the streets. That's everybody.
Louisiana, it's more loud Creole people.
Oh, you're right.
They're
I'm
super
talking
loud.
I'm talking specifically like New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah. Oh no. You say New Orleans. It's New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
No, not New Orleans. New Orleans. N-O apostrophe.
Okay, you're. What's wrong with you?
I knew people who are from. I knew and worked with people who are from New Orleans, and I've been to New Orleans, and it's New Orleans.
What's wrong
Wow.
with you? Okay.
I guess it's like, you know, we say Bama, so I can understand.
Yeah.
Instead of Alabama, we say Bama, so I guess it's kind of the same thing.
I knew a girl that was from Louisiana, and she like went nuts if you said Louisiana. She said it's Louisiana. Like, okay.
What? Oh, Anime says, why is he talking about NOLA? Yep, that's another one, NOLA. Pam said West Virginia, where you can marry your cousin or brother.
Oh no, I think she meant cousin
Really?
brother, as in your cousin is your brother.
Ew.
Not onlands.
Okay, this is a weird subject we're on.
Yeah, it got weird a little quick. Anyways,
Sorry,
no,
but that's
sorry. You're fine.
that.
Candace gets
that's-
those stupid stereotypes too, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I haven't really heard anything about Kansas,
I
really.
just get Wizard of Oz references. And poor
Oh,
Patience,
yeah,
poor
yeah.
Patience being named Patience gets phone calls and they're like, "Oh, I bet you're really patient." Kind of be like, "Shut the fuck up." But
I
that's
knew a
not,
Patience in
you.
Alabama,
right.
and I think it's a really pretty name.
It is,
Thank
but I
you.
mean, I'm just saying the people that whenever she gets the calls at work and they're like, "I bet you're really patient."
And especially when they're mad and they're like, well, you better have patience for me. I'm like,
Oh my.
Yeah,
I'm typing in the chat.
you're fine.
I put Roll Tide. My mom is such a big Alabama fan. Yeah, I grew up near the water, so I'm kind of like a beach baby. So moving to Florida, we kind of live in the middle of Florida, and I don't go to the beach as much. And I miss it.
You live very close to the water now. Okay, fair enough.
And I don't go to the beach.
That's fair.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, what were we gonna say?
I don't know what I was gonna say. I was about to read Anime's chat message, but it's not what I thought she was talking about.
Oh, gotcha. Rando super chatted $5 saying I win. And then Big Boy John super chatted $4.99 saying this is for PA because he's awesome. Y'all need to slow. You know what? I'm not even gonna say stop anymore. Just keep doing it. Because I say stop and you guys keep going. So.
You know what's funny? On the chat that I'm looking at, every time someone donates, the little money symbol down here flashes like it's enticing you to donate too.
Yep. Gotta love YouTube's little thing. Like, hey, other people are donating. You should too.
Yeah. It's always a hidden message. Rando's like, I still win.
I'm not going to say who wins and who doesn't. It's not my place.
Mm-mm.
You're all winners.
Miss Creepy Tales is here again. Yeah, you missed donations, and lots of them, because I don't know. I feel like a panhandler at this point.
A panhandler?
Right. I'm like, I'll keep talking if you keep paying me. That's not true. I'll keep talking anyways. I don't shut up. No, so, like, yeah, I don't know.
But if anyone has any questions for me, just let me know and I can answer them.
Yeah. Well, this may not be an interview. Y'all can ask her any questions if you have them.
Yeah.
It is.
But when I do hit 500, I would like to have the stream kind of like a question and answer stream and chat and just chill like this, like we're doing now.
You know what?
What?
I need to drop your link again. One sec. Since subscribe to Curious Raven. And then paste.
And I think we should go get more coffee.
Yes, that's a fantastic idea. Just leave patience with the stream.
Yeah, because I need to get something to drink.
Yeah, I should probably get more coffee, and I should probably get something, and... So Anime asked where you're from.
Alabama.
Jeez. So she just said she can hear the accent.
Near the water.
She lives in Texas, so she knows southern accents too, so...
Yes.
Nice.
I do love your stories and listening to some of the true crime ones when you get really into it and you're like, this guy's a piece of trash, and the accent really comes out. It's like, yes, attack them, do it.
Yes. And it's funny because I like doing the true crime as well, because I could talk to my subscribers. You know, like, hey, how are y'all doing? Because I meant like Lucas does. He talks at the end, but I don't really do that with my videos.
Right.
So
whenever I started,
I love his little rambles at the end.
There are plenty of them.
Yeah, I just laugh because you're yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just silly and being yourself.
John super chatted $4.99 saying, y'all better smash that like button. So y'all better smash that like button.
Wow.
We have 29. We need one more to get to 30. Can we at least do that?
You're at
Hey,
31 now.
Gator
I'm at 31
Puppet.
now.
Gator Puppet. He said, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach are amazing places. Well, that is the area that I grew up. So he hit that right on the head.
Nice. I'm going to go get more coffee. So I
Yeah.
am going to... Okay, Rando super chatted $5 more. Guys, if you're going to super chat, don't do it while I'm gone. Oh, you know what? You can. Patience can read it off. He said he's been waiting for a long time. I don't know what he's waiting for, but he's waiting for something. Anyways.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I will be back. I'm going to go get more coffee and go to the restroom.
I'm gonna answer King of the Canadian Hills question while you're gone.
You two own the stream now.
Okay.
So I started YouTube because I was a correctional officer for about 4 to 5 years, and it was my career. But then I started having really bad health issues, and so I actually became a stay-at-home mom instead, you know, a wife or whatever. And I've had, you know, a lot of people say I have a really nice voice to read, especially like kids. And I was like, well, you know, I went the other way. I'm reading horror stories now. But I had brain surgery, and I was in a very dark place. And it took me a while to get over all of the pain in my head and months, to recover.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I found creepypasta. And I fell in love, and I binge watched or listened to Let's Read. And I thought, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just have a little extra time to start this channel. And when I did, and I started, in this community, I fell in love with it. And I really want this to be some type of, something I love to do, and something that I can actually help my husband with some of the bills. So that is my goal. I hope that answered your question. It was kind of long, but that's why I started a YouTube channel.
Wow, that's didn't know that. But
It's a lot.
glad that we can help.
Yes, it's a lot. I mean, I'm home alone all the time, and it's nice to have people to talk to sometimes. And
It is.
Pam said, "Let's Read" is a staple in the narration world. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And he helped me so much. Y'all, if you even message him, he will message you right back. He is such a good guy. He helped me so much get everything started. I'm King of the Canadian Hill. Yeah. I mean, I could go into details, but I was trying just to kind of braze over the big sections of my story. Because I don't want to be type of person that sounds like I'm like, whoa, me, like I'm trying to get sympathy or something.
No, not at all. That was the reason, and it's important, and nobody should ever look at that as, being downplayed or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you.
Of course.
I think everybody has their own story.
Exactly.
Things they're going through, reasons they do things.
Whether it may not feel like a big deal to us, it's obviously a big deal to them.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Everyone's talking about Let's Read now. But it's true. And Jensen helped me so much too. He's one of my close friends, and and then I found Lucas, and he's helped me a lot.
He seems to do that.
And he's became a really good friend,
Right.
Pam wrote, "I have been a stay-at-home mom, and these streams and the community is literally the only people I talk to that I didn't marry or birth." Yes, definitely.
You guys have definitely become that. Sometimes the people that are closer become a little too much. You guys don't bother me every week to ask whenever I'm coming over. So I like you guys.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I moved from Alabama to Florida to get away from some of my family. So
That I envy.
but
I am curious, the picture that you have in your videos of the person wearing the mask, did you create that, or did you have that made?
are you talking about my my character?
Yeah, the one that's like the one on the mug, and the one that's wearing the
Oh,
one
yes,
that's wearing the
yes.
mask.
Well, it was my I really love the Grim Reaper. I'm not sure why, but I really do love the Grim Reaper character. And then when I wanted to make my channel, I thought, well, what's really cool that's kind of dark and kind of badass, you know what I'm saying? And I thought of
Yeah.
a raven, and I'm like, okay, well, what can I put with the raven? And then I just thought curious, because I'm always curious about everything. And that's how I got my name. And then I got well, I know your husband does all of his art and stuff, but Fleshwatt, he does a lot. She does a lot of characters. I'm gonna write it in the chat. She's an amazing artist, and she does it for not that expensive. And I just explained to her what I wanted, and she created kind of like a raven Grim Reaper for me. So
Nice.
that's where it came from. And then, you know, me, I'm a tomboy, but then I'm also really girly, and I think of myself as a queen and a princess, and I was like, put a crown on it, you know, like, so she's awesome. But if there's any narrators that want a you know, like an amazing artist, because she also did my zombie girl, because that, I mean, you see it, right? My picture,
Yeah.
my main picture. I told her I wanted something that looks like me, but, you know, like a zombie. And she did an amazing job with that. But you can find her on Instagram underneath Fleshwad and then YT. And just tell her that I sent you. So if you go over there, you know, I'm just talking to the chat, but that's how I came up with, you know, and the colors, I didn't want to be too girly, so I went with, you know, a dark blue and red, so. And Patience, you have an excellent voice. I think you should do more narrating. That's just me.
I do stuff on his channel occasionally when he needs a female voice, or I helped with one of the Raven Investigates before. So I think if anything, I'll be helping with his stuff, just because since I do work, I don't
have as much time.
Yeah.
Wow. You cannot hear me breathing. No, I cannot hear you breathing.
No, Pam said she could hear me breathing. I'm like, no, you can't.
Yes. Did that sound weird?
I mean, everything is weird. Anyways, Matt, you have a great day, man. He said he had to go again. He said he came back and had to go.
Yeah. Bye, Matt. Talk to you later.
Patience needs to be.
Yeah, I was just talking about Fleshwad, her art, king of Canadian Hill. You know, talking about my artwork.
Yeah.
That I had for my channel. And Jensen has done some artwork, you know, for me too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. But you too. You know, my end page, I mainly put it on what you did for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the outro video.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll say, did you get that figured out? Because I know you had some issues with it. How end screens.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if.
No. And you know what's funny is that big creators that I've seen.
Yeah.
I laugh because when their end screen come up, it's the same thing it does with me. And I'm like, look, even these big time YouTubers are having issues too.
I can help you out with that.
So, yeah.
I believe I can help you fix that. I just, yeah. According to
Pam
my,
said, yes, we need more patience.
I suppose. I mean, I told you they're not here for me. According to my calendar, you can make rainwater drinkable by boiling it or adding about 8 drops of bleach per gallon.
What?
I don't want to drink bleach.
Bleach?
I'm just telling you what it says.
No. You just walk out and you open your mouth and it you know,
Well,
it just
rainwater,
falls into it.
rainwater in and of itself typically isn't potable just because it, you know, modern,
Yeah.
whatever.
I was being funny,
I know
but
you were.
But bleach?
Yeah, bleach is a little
No.
excessive.
I think I'll just pour it in a filter.
exactly.
Yeah, I do.
Like a life straw.
Yeah, exactly.
Silver threads.
Sent you an email. Nothing weird, promise. And don't worry, everybody. Curious Raven will be on a Raven Investigates at some point in time. Once I get off my ass and get them done. Just because she's done her investigative videos. And I've been in her investigative videos, so it's only fair, if nothing else.
Yeah.
So, I will have you on. You know I will. I've had you on my actual channel, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been on my channel a lot.
I have been on her channel quite a few times.
He's amazing. I just say, hey, you think you can read this by tomorrow? He's like, sure.
Sure.
And it's amazing.
That's because you
all
say
these
that,
other
and I'm
narrators-
already in the basement, so...
Oh, awesome. But like all these other narrators, they're like, you want to do a collab? Yeah, sure. Okay, well, what about like 3 days from now? Oh no, it's gonna be a couple weeks. And I'm like, man. So, I don't know.
I pretty much live down here at this point. I mean... So here's the thing. Patience, she currently works from home because her office closed. They're like, hey, work from home. Granted, there seems like they're starting to do go-backs, like people going back finally, and I'm like,
Boo.
Well, I'm like, her job can be done remotely. There's no reason. She has a desk set up at home. She's comfortable here. It's kind of nice having someone home because it helps my mental health having somebody here. But like, there's no reason for her to go back to the office. Her job can be done perfectly remote. So, and I'm a huge proponent of that. I'm a huge proponent of remote work. If the job can be done, there's no reason to force people to go into an office. And like, if it can be done effectively, and she can prove through her numbers that nothing has like changed. She's still productive. Anyways, so she works from home. And she takes phone calls. That's what she does. So I can't be upstairs making too much noise. So I just set up everything in the basement. So I live down here basically during the day. So that's why whenever people are like, hey, could you read this for me? I can typically get it done in a day or two at most. Because I'm already down here.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard, because I don't have a lot of space in my house. And to record, there's like what is it called? An airport not far from me. So sometimes there's planes in the background.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and you know how it is. You go to record and everybody wants to mow their lawn, so
Yes. That's actually, again, living here in Kansas, that's probably the only benefit, is that most places have a basement because, Tornado Alley, we're right in the center. So I think that's why I'm pretty, I know I'm lucky with this, that I have this corner in this basement. And all I did basically was put up a few squares of the sound foam, and I just sit in this corner, and I have blankets hung up behind me. And it works. My sound quality is actually pretty good. I also did invest in a microphone shield, so it's like, I have a stand. Okay, my setup, I have a microphone stand, like one you'd find at a concert venue. It's like an actual stand for a microphone. I set up a shock arm.
I have one like Jensen's.
You have like the actual boom mic stand, like the arm thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people do. I'm weird.
It's easier just to pull it up and down and move it to where you need to, and
right. Right. Sorry. My
Okay,
throat
go ahead.
just- No,
Sorry.
you're good. My throat scratched really bad there. I was like, right. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I actually have like a mic stand, like an actual concert venue mic stand that you twist, pull up and down, everything like that. I have a shock mount for my Yeti, so it like doesn't, if I bump it, it doesn't make a lot of noise. And then attached to my stand, I have a shield, which is basically like a foam 3-piece thing that goes behind it. So I think that's probably why
I have that too,
Okay.
but it it's like a shield, and it has like soundproofing
Yeah, it's got the soundproof
stuff
foam.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that too, but mine moved around a whole bunch, and it really just pissed me off, to be honest. So I took it off, but it really does help.
No, it does. It does. That, like I said, having...
I might have to put mine back on.
Wait, did Uncle Coco? Uncle Coco's in my chat. That's unusual. Hello, man. How's it going?
Uncle Coco?
Yeah, I haven't seen him around for a while.
Don't know.
He's a good guy. He does...
Okay.
I don't know if he... I don't know he hasn't... I don't think he done... Yeah. I don't think he's done much lately, but I know he does narrations. He's a good guy, though. He sounds a lot like Jensen. Like, if you listen to him, it's hard to distinguish him from Jensen.
Oh, wow. You know who else I think it's weird that sounds like Jensen, but like uses like a filter? I don't... It's like a conspiracy theory I have, but Mr. Creeps sounds like Jensen, but using kind of like a mod to his voice.
I don't think he does mod his voice. He's just very monotone.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't. And everyone's no, no, it's not him. I'm like, okay.
No, right? I
But
got
he
you.
just
So
sounds
you're
so
saying he
much
sounds
like-
like Jensen using a filter. Gotcha,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Gotcha,
But I don't
gotcha.
think Jensen can handle all that.
No. No, Uncle Coco, we ain't going nowhere. I just said you sound like Jensen, man. You guys have very similar, like, your cadence is very similar. If you two were doing a podcast, it would be hard to tell you guys apart. That's the whole thing, okay? It's nothing bad, man. You have a good voice. You're good at this. Yeah, so. That's kind of why I like my very weird voice, because nobody really sounds like me. I get told that I sound like the guy from 21 Pilots, and I get told that I sound like Jesse Eisenberg, and I'm like, well, okay, I'll take that. But as far as narrations go, I don't know of any narrators that have a voice similar to mine. So,
No. And you sound very young too.
I know I sound young, which is hilarious because I'm freaking 30. Ugh.
I'm 34.
30 is young.
I know you are. It's just my mental state got so weird whenever I thought about the fact that I was turning 30.
Yes. It's called midlife crisis.
Oh, I thought midlifes came at like 40 or 50. I'm gonna be dead at... Wow, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna make it to 60.
I don't know. It's just something
Stop it.
people get crazy about it and cry, and I don't, it's, you just feel like, wow, I'm really getting old, you know? Like, when we were born, people on TikTok and stuff, they think that we're really old. Like, when we thought people in their 30s were old when we were younger, it's just weird.
Right.
I don't feel old.
No, that's the thing. I think it's just entering another decade just makes it, makes it interesting. That's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It feels weird, if that makes sense. Like, because you gotta look at, okay, turning 30 is a weird situation, because you gotta look at how your life has been split up, okay? The first 33% of your life was between the ages of 0 and 10. Okay? Those years are gone from my memory. I don't remember half of them. Obviously, I was 5. I remember some like elementary school fine. Then your second decade is from 10 to 20, which is all of your high school years and your, early middle school years and stuff like that. So it's like, those were super, like, just mentally draining and stupid drama from high school that some people can't ever let go of. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's that part of your life is just,
Oh yeah.
it's gone too. Like, you don't have much of a life at that point in time, right? And then you got that third decade where it's 20 to 30. For some people, those are the years where you lose your mind and do stupid shit. For me, it was just like, I went to college and got a career that I lost, and now I don't do it anymore, and now I'm a YouTuber. So it's really weird. Like, that 20 to 30 is where you've lived most of your life, and now I'm like, now I have 30 to 40, and I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm doing. See, I told you it's okay to drop F-bombs.
From there.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's weird. Because I'm like, I had to figure out what I'm doing from 30 to 40, because some people, you know...
You're going to be doing this channel.
Right.
And it's going to get big.
Hopefully. Because this is the decade... Amazing. This is the decade where I have to make it. Because if you don't make it by your 40s, you're probably not going to make it, right? That's an absolute lie.
Yes, it is.
I know it is.
Because there are some old narrators on here.
I guess let me rephrase that. Your 30s are your years where you have to prepare yourself to, like...
Be an actual adult?
Right. Like, this is where you have to actually start being a fucking adult. Again, sorry,
yeah.
There's another F-bomb. I'm sorry, guys. I guess I'm in a mood.
20s is having fun. 30s is, like, actually trying to settle down and get financially good, you know, like thinking about retirement and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe not retirement. I think that'd be the 40s, 50s, but it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, okay, my 20s weren't me not being an adult. That's my thing. Like, my 20s were some of the hardest years of my life. They were very difficult.
Right?
No, it's not your fault. I'm not like,
just, you know.
I know. I do appreciate the sympathy. That came out wrong. I apologize. It's just like my 20s were the times of me and Patience. You know, like we moved in together, we lived together, we started like moving to places, like getting our lives together. Like I said, my 20s I spent going to college, which I regret because the career that I went for I no longer have because of a situation that occurred in 2018.
Me too.
So that's, but like, and then also in the 20s, you know, like at 2014, I think my grandmother was diagnosed with cancer. She went into remission. She was re-diagnosed in 2015. Was it? No, 2013 she was diagnosed. 2015 she was re-diagnosed, and then 2017 she passed away. So it's like that 4 or 5 year span was just painful. It was hard to go through, obviously, because that woman halfway raised me whenever I was a kid. So
yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I know she wasn't in pain whenever she passed away, so I'm not like it's heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. It's still on my mind, but in the end, it does become it still hurts, but it's not as difficult to deal with because anyway, not getting into that sadness. But no, so like that was like a big portion of my 20s. Like I said, that doing the career, finishing my college, and then losing that's I think that's where it sucks, is because 2018. Like, she passed away in 2017, and then 2018, I lost my career that I spent 6 years going to college for, and then also worked in over 6 years doing. So it's just like...
Can I ask how you lost your career?
I wouldn't kiss the ass of the director of security, so I got fired.
Wow.
They decided they wanted to can anybody who wouldn't fall in line, so I was one of 3 people that were fired.
Wow.
After working there for almost 6.5 years.
That's horrible. And you didn't want to try to get another job somewhere else?
I did. That was the thing. I wasn't able to find another job that was in my field.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like I had almost 6.5 years of experience and a master's degree, and I was going to these places. Mm-hmm. And it was a situation of, well, we're not going to hire you because you don't know how to use this program. We're not going to hire you because you don't know how to do this specific thing. It's like, look, just hire me, teach me whatever you want to teach me. I did 6 years of governance GRC, governance risk and compliance. I know how to do all that stuff. Like, just, I'm not
Did
a
you
pen
ever try to, like, go to the big, I know it sounds dumb, but like FBI or, you know what I'm saying? Like some...
Yeah, no, unfortunately, the chapter of FBI here in the Kansas City metro areas in Kansas City, Missouri, and they don't hire younger people.
Okay.
I know this because I knew somebody who worked for them, and they don't hire people without like 20 years experience.
Wow. See, that's, you know, I have a background of criminal justice, and I always wanted to be a police officer. And, you know, I made it to correctional officer, and I liked it. You know, I mean, it's a hard, tough job, but, you know, and like you, stuff happens and it got taken away.
Right.
So I understand how, you know, it's depressing, you know, it's like, why even try?
Right. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's just like, I spent 6 years going to school for this. I worked there for almost 6.5 years. I put in my all. Like, I loved that job. That job I absolutely loved. Because I love GRC. I love numbers. I love analytics. I love compliance stuff. I love policy review. I love everything. Vulnerability assessments. That's what I did. And it, like I said, it was just an amazing job, and I loved doing it for what the company was. I don't like the company now. It's trash. Fuck them. And fuck Rob Harvey, my former manager. He can be. Anyway, I hate him. I absolutely hate him. And if he ever listens to this, I wish him nothing but the absolute worst.
Hey.
On a daily basis. No. Don't hate me. No. That man was unwilling. That man was unwilling to stand up to another person to let me keep my job. Instead, he was a pussy and decided to just get me fired, or just fire me because somebody else said they didn't like me.
Wow.
After working my ass off. That's what I'm saying. After working my ass off for 6 years for that man, doing everything he asked me and everything to the best of my ability, instead of standing up, having a spine, and saying, no, we're not going to fire these people, he just fired me and the other person that was on his team. He let both of us go. Which, yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, I'm sorry. What was your bullshit? Let's talk about bullshit.
Well, what bullshit?
I don't know. You said something. You said that's similar to your... I apologize. You said something. You were like, that's similar to...
Well, I meant mine was medical issues. And, you know, you can't, like the medication I take for some of the illnesses and diseases I have, I can't be in the sunlight. And as a correctional officer, you gotta be outside a lot, you know, moving inmates back and forth.
Right.
And they said I just couldn't do it. Like every time I stepped, it hurt to even walk. At one point I was really early in the morning working food service, and in front of an inmate, I almost fell over. And you know, that's not good. That's makes me look very weak, and kind of puts me at harm, because if they see that I'm having issues and stuff, they can take advantage. I can get myself and my coworkers into danger, you know.
Right. No, and that's what I was thinking. Like, that sounds... if there's anyone you don't want to show weakness to, it's somebody who you have to force to be subservient because they have broken the law. Because most of the time, if they've broken the law and you have them in cuffs and you're walking them, it's for a reason. So I could imagine that's tough. That's really hard.
Yeah, and it's something that I worked hard to go towards, you know, going through the academy and everything, and it's really hard work, a lot of dedication.
Right.
And then I was 4 to 5 years doing the job. Pension, great insurance, you know, in the people you work with is like family, and just to lose that all. My husband, he is a sergeant and a instructor, you know, for the state of Florida, and that's where I met him, was at work. And so I still get to see, you know, my old coworkers and stuff here and there. But it was very depressing when, you know, my doctor said, you can't do this type of work anymore.
No.
And now I'm just, you know, at home being a stay-at-home mom and wife, but I've always been very driven, a lot of work. You know, I love to work. And so, I don't know.
Right.
It takes independence away.
It does. It does. And after, you know, after pushing yourself to do something, after
Yes.
devoting your time, which is, your time is finite. You don't have an unlimited number of years on this planet. You don't get to live to be a million. You get to live, you know, approximately what?
Well, and also, when I went through the academy, I was a single mom at that time.
And that's even worse. That's even harder.
So, yes.
But that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
just, you know, you get so many years, and you devote yourself, you push yourself, you put your time into it, you dedicate your, potentially your life to something, only to be told
And
because
it's just wasted.
right, only to be told by one person because you said the wrong thing to one person, you upset one person, you did one thing that one person didn't like, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, guess what, you're fired, you lose your job. And that's a horrible stain. It is an absolute stain. Like, I don't know why I didn't get any other jobs. Like, that's the thing. I applied for so many. You can ask patients. It was horribly depressing, the 2018 to 2019 year, because I worked my ass off. My finding a job was my
Since
full-time
you
job.
were-
I'm sorry?
Since you were fired, maybe that's why. They weren't giving you like a good recommendation or something. Oh,
Well,
sorry. I
No,
didn't
you're
mean to hit
fine.
my mic.
Well, that's the thing is, obviously they can't legally say too much. And the thing I love is, and I was fired without cause. But unfortunately, living in good old Kansas, that's okay because
They're
I live in
allowed
a
to,
state
yeah.
of at-will employment, which means they can fire me for any reason. So
Okay.
whenever I was fired, there was no cause declared. Whenever I filed for unemployment, obviously unemployment asked them, like, hey, was this person said they were fired? What is the reasoning? They refused to respond.
Oh my gosh.
So
That's horrible.
oh, it is.
Isn't that like illegal?
No, they can refuse it, but if they refuse, unemployment says, all right, you've refused. He's going to get the maximum unemployment, and you can't fight it.
Yep.
So,
Oh.
right, because
So are you getting unemployment?
no, that was 2018. That was October of 2018.
Okay.
So I got my unemployment. I did find another job. That job was supposed to start in May, because it was October and I was searching for a job. I found a job, got hired in February, but it was supposed to start in May, which sucked.
Okay.
Because it was my teaching job whenever I worked at KU as a cybersecurity instructor.
See, that's cool.
It is cool. It was supposed
That's
to start
really
in May,
cool.
but then they're like, "Hey, we can't start you yet. You have to start in July."
Okay.
So I'm like, "That's 2 more months." At that point, my unemployment was already out, and I'm like, "I have no money." So that was fun.
Yeah.
So I worked there. I started in July, and I worked there. It was a 6-month cohort, so my class ended January 15th of 2020. Do you see where the problem is coming in really quickly? Because then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
January 2020.
Because of all the COVID crap.
Right. And so the situation became I wasn't hired in for the next class, which I'm kind of glad I wasn't, because it became an online-only thing, and that class could not be taught online. Basically, what that class was is I was teaching adults cybersecurity and how to become cybersecurity professionals. And you had
Okay.
6 months to do it, and some of these people were like, "Yeah, the last version of Windows I touched was Windows 98." And I'm just like,
Yeah, there's no way. You have to completely teach them how to operate a computer again.
that's literally
Exactly.
what the class, yeah, that's literally what the class was. And the worst part is the company that built the classes, they had so many issues. Like, they had, thank you, Patience, for laughing at, I'm guessing it's the face that I made.
Yes, the space.
They had so many issues to the point where the class was 4 hours. It was 4 hours every time you had a class. It was 3 times a week, so 12 hours a week total. Okay? But what I would do is for my class on Monday during the day, because it was night classes, I would open up the PowerPoint and go through it and go through the lesson plan, and I would put it all together my own way because nothing they had was good enough to teach the lesson. Like, the slides had like 3 words on them, but the lesson plan was like, explain these 17 concepts. It's like, what are you doing? You have to have that information on the slide, otherwise they're not going to pay attention. So I ended up redoing so much of it. Basically,
Writing most of the plan.
curriculum. I rewrote most of the curriculum every week. And what's worse is, like, whenever we started getting into actual, like, demonstrations and technical labs and everything, a lot of the stuff was broken. Or they would have, like, the incorrect Linux commands. It's like, guys, you can't do
the
this.
equipment to do it?
Well, it's all virtual labs, so it's like you have to log into this virtual server and do this. It's like, well, hey, this virtual machine doesn't work. You can't log into it. Or like it doesn't, like the user didn't have the correct permissions, or it'd be like a 3 gig virtual
I've had that
machine.
happen.
Right, or like it'd be like a 3 gigabyte virtual machine that they had to download that night on the campus Wi-Fi. It's like, why would you guys tell them to do this tonight and not tell them to do it last week so we have it? Now I have to waste an hour with people downloading files. Ugh. I fixed that.
I do want to read something that Pam said that was really sweet.
I need to shut up. So.
She says, no, it's fine. She said, I'm kind of glad he got fired. It led him here to us.
Yes.
Me too.
That's so sweet.
That is actually where this story is ending. Or ending up, more so. I'm not quite done. But so that class had me rewriting the curriculum, and then what I would do is every night I would write my own script for the class. Okay? I would then stand in front of the class and explain things on the slides, and I would do so with a script. And I would read the script. And I read this script to people. And I had to make it to look like I wasn't reading a script. I had to make it like I was teaching something, you know? It had to be a conversation. It couldn't be a direct reading. That is where I started getting better at my public speaking, at being able to read things, read them, one, fluently, with good pacing, and also read them to a point where people could understand what I'm saying, and it sounded like I was just talking to them.
Yeah.
Then, in December, 1 month before my class ended, I was like, I am kind of bored. What do I want to do? And I was like, screw it. I have a microphone, because I had to record every class as well. I have a microphone. I have a closet. I want to read some scary stories. So on December 4th, I made the channel. I sent out requests. December 9th, I did my first recordings and video. And thus, I am now here. And I have given up on my career. I am done with information security. I will probably never work in the field again, and I will die in significant debt thanks to my student loans.
I so understand.
Right. There's more to that situation, the student loan situation, too, but we won't go there.
Well, I have a question for
Yes.
you. What made you want to do horror narration? Is it have you always been like a horror junkie, or what led you?
Yep, no, you're good. Whenever I worked my 8.5 to 9 hour a day office job at NIC, that job I worked for over 6 years, I wanted to shut the people out, and that's why I liked the job. I didn't like the people. I wanted to shut people out, so I would listen to music most of the time. And then I started listening to, I think, Call Me Kevin, which is a gaming channel. I listened to him. And then at some point in time, somehow, one of Joel Let's Read's videos ended
Yep.
up in my suggested. So I
Uh-huh.
clicked over to that. I listened to him. Let's Read was the first narrator I ever found.
Me too.
I listened to him. I moved from him to Your Maker. I went from Your Maker to Mr. Creepypasta to Southern Cannibal to Swamp Dweller,
Yep.
and those are like the 5 that I listened to, and because that's basically where it started. Is I listened to Joel at first, and I
Me
had this
too.
huge playlist of so many videos that I had made for myself. So it, like, that was it. Like, that's where I started. I listened to one, and it cascaded. So that's why I wanted
Yep.
to do this, because it was something I personally loved, and good point to make, and good thing to say to people. If you ever want to start a YouTube channel and make content, you need to make something that you love. If you
Yes.
don't enjoy your own content, it won't come out good.
Exactly.
So because I absolutely loved the
Your
narrators,
narrations
I became a narrator.
come out good. Yep. Yep. I've had people tell me that I'm so emotional when I narrate. You can hear it, especially for creepypastas, because I love it. You know, I actually kind of put myself in the shoes of the character that I'm reading or whatever, the story, and you do too. So it comes out amazing.
Right. And that's the whole thing. It's just like, it's all about, with a lot of our stuff, and a lot of people don't realize this too, like, we are narrators, but I don't like to look at myself as a narrator. I am a voice actor. I don't just narrate. I'm not just reading a book. I am a voice actor. I am acting.
That is true. I'm actually working with someone that wanted me to kind of get into voice acting, but I'm not ready for that. I just read, and yeah, you do have to sometimes act. You know, you have to put certain emotions into certain sentences, and
Right.
but is that how you feel? Like, since you have to do that, you feel like you're a voice actor?
Yeah, no, and I'll write that I'm a narrator just because people prefer that statement. 'Cause
Yeah.
saying voice actor, people think you're pretentious. It's not. I am voice acting. I am acting, and I'm a voice. What else do you want me to call myself? Oh, a narrator. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I just call myself narrator.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, this.
I'm still new.
But you're good at what you do. Like, this whole thing is, okay. Let me phrase this. Raven Investigates is a narrator. As the Raven Dreams is a voice actor.
Okay.
If I'm telling you facts and information, I'm narrating. If I'm telling you a story, I'm voice acting. That's how that goes. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes, it does. Okay.
So, like, whenever you're doing, like, your true crime ones, yeah, you are a narrator. But whenever you're telling a story that you have emotion to, and you have to actually, like, convey certain emotions, thoughts, you know, perceptions,
Yeah.
then you are a voice actor.
So it's kind of like you dabble in both.
Exactly. As do you.
Do both. Yeah. But see, I feel like voice acting should be like someone that's been trained to do it. Does that make sense?
Why, though?
I don't know. I guess because actor just sounds like you have to be trained to be called a voice actor.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess that's just how I think.
whenever you read stories, do you convey emotion?
Yes, I do.
And how is that not acting?
That is true.
Like I said, if you were just a narrator, you would just, you know, you'd open up the story and be all like, I was a 15-year-old girl and I was on my way to school, and when I was on my way to school, I got hit by a bus. I don't know why they got hit by a bus, but still.
It's so monotone and so horrible.
Right. But, and also, like I
Yeah.
said, it's not, you know, that's, granted, narration isn't always monotone. Like, whenever you do true crimes and you're narrating them, you're not monotone, you're explaining something. Like, because that's not voice acting, because you're not acting, right? You're giving emotion, yes, but it's factual. It's,
Yeah.
how do I put this? What is the best way to put this? It's objective information. It's direct. It is.
Like when I get really into it and I get upset, about, the people in these true crime stories. I'm not acting. I'm
Right.
being me.
Exactly.
But when I tell stories, I have to
you're not
act.
right, because you're even like, and granted,
Sort
yes,
of.
you get upset during the true stories too, but whenever you're doing the narrations of the true crimes, you're not conveying the emotion for the reader to feel, the listener to feel the emotion. You're conveying a true emotion. You're conveying an emotion that is legitimate, is objective. It's you are feeling this because these facts are sad. These facts are objectively sad. But your true stories, yes, the context, the content may be objectively sad, but you're conveying that to somebody. Thus, you are acting it out. You are you're doing like interpretive speaking.
You want them to feel.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You want them to feel the emotion and feel the story. So.
Right, and like Pam said,
Yeah.
we don't call people doing cartoons and anime narrators or voice actors. Exactly. They're conveying. They are a character at that point in time, which is exactly what you are. If you're reading a story about somebody who was haunted, you are a
Curious
character.
Raven.
Exactly.
That is true.
Even Curious Raven, or just you as a person, if you're reading that, a ghost story, you're conveying a character because that didn't happen to you, but you're telling the story from your own perspective. Thus, you are acting. So it's just, I don't know.
No, I mean,
That's
I
the way I
like
see it.
your perception of things. It makes a lot of sense. I didn't think of it that way. And it's pretty cool. And like 42 said that, not all actors are trained. And that's true. It's through, I guess, experience
Right.
as well.
Experience, practice. That's what it is. So,
42 said, I am a voice actress. I am living my dream, and I wanted to be an actress when I grew up.
exactly. And that's the thing. Like, so many people,
cute.
and that's kind of where I was going with this. This is voice acting, and this means no disrespect to anybody who does narrations or voice acting or reads stories on YouTube or anything like that, or the YouTube narrators, as they are called, basically. There are some people out there who do sometimes forget the acting part of voice acting whenever they read these stories. And that's just my thoughts on that. Like, some people forget that they are acting and just kind of read. You're not, but that's just, that's where, like I said, reading that script for my classes kind of helped, because I couldn't just read it. I had to narrate it to be exact. So it's just,
put some emotion.
right. Well, put emotion, like, because if you had a teacher just sitting there reading off a piece of paper, would you think you'd learn anything?
No, it'd be boring. That's how my husband is when he teaches his instructor classes. He's very monotone and serious and just reads out of the book sometimes. And he was one of my instructors, actually, when I was going through the academy. And I almost fell asleep a couple times.
See, I couldn't.
I hate to talk to, it's funny.
Oh, you're not talking bad about him or anything. You're just being honest. I mean,
No.
but
Yeah.
like, I couldn't do that. Like, whenever I taught, I literally wrote stupid jokes into my script because I wanted to be funny. I wanted people to like listen. Most of the time, I got groans and like, oh god,
Like, horrible joke.
yeah, they were pretty bad. That's just who I am, though. But anyways,
Yeah.
no, and that's the thing. Like, I just, huh?
It's probably my fault.
It is your fault. It is your fault.
Why?
Because, Ms. Patience is,
Love dumb jokes.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
She,
Wow.
yeah, she likes to tell stupid jokes a lot.
Well, at least she likes to tell jokes.
No, true.
That's all I can say.
True.
That is true. Who's Chrono? Oh, Chrono Pasta.
So you don't know who Uncle Chrono is? Chrono Pasta? Chrono is a
No.
good... He's another narrator. He's a fantastic guy. He's actually one of the first narrators I worked with whenever I started doing this.
Mm-hmm.
think he was the first person to ever be in any of my videos that wasn't me. And he was in like one of the first few. Yeah, but he lives way up northwest in an area that has terrible internet. Yeah, but because
Anime said he's a good dude.
he is a good dude. Chrono's a great
Okay,
guy.
I'm gonna have to go check him out.
Yeah. Uncle Coco, he went by Uncle Chrono for the longest time. Before you were around, man. No offense, but before you were around. Oh, Anime met me because of Chrono. I didn't even know that. Huh.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't
wow.
remember its first live stream? She was there, and it was awesome.
Who's first live stream?
The first live stream that you and I were, it was for Chrono, that you were in his video. You were doing the the cannibal. I don't remember the story.
His short stories.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That wasn't
At
that
the beginning.
wasn't that Christmas of 2019?
I think so.
Damn.
Chrono might remember.
Huh. Okay.
I love her laugh.
Right? It's contagious, if nothing else.
It is.
But yeah, so. Alright, guys, I am out of my second cup of coffee already. I didn't mean to down it, but I did down it. I think I needed it. And then I started talking a lot. I am sorry.
No, I'm happy because I was like, well, what are we gonna talk about?
Just good. I told you, it was just going to be a good conversation. Just letting everybody know who you are and everything. I will. Hey, Derringer, how's it going? If you just got here, you're coming in at the end. Let's go ahead and do this really quick where I say, if you haven't already, make sure you sub to Curious Raven. Do so.
Thank
here.
you.
Paste link. There we go.
42 said, you're gonna leave me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
You left me earlier.
And everybody needs to like the stream if you haven't.
Yeah, we have 32 likes already. Holy cow. That's crazy.
It's because I'm here. No, I'm just
It
kidding.
is? No, it is. It is. I am Derringer. I cannot stream for another 4 hours. In 4 hours, I
Aw.
would be having to get ready for the Darkness podcast, assuming it's happening. I need to message Dark and ask if we're still on. I will message him now, so I don't forget. Because I'm liable to forget. I forget things. Dark, where you at, bro? There you are. Okay. So yeah, if you guys haven't had enough of me, make sure you check out the Darkness podcast today. I believe we're having it. If not, then you cannot check out the Darkness podcast today. You'll have to check it out next week after the coffee stream on Sunday. As you know, I do videos 3 times a week. I don't know why I'm saying all this. Do videos 3 times a week. 4 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday are my most popular. Curious Raven, what is your schedule for videos?
I usually do Tuesdays. Well, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays.
Yes.
That's a pretty good schedule. Derringer, I'm sorry.
And if something happens, I usually just, if I can or whatever, I usually try to go to, Instagram on my story or Twitter and, write that I'm sorry, there's no video today. Unfortunately, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to actually put in your community tab
Yes.
that what's going on. So that's where you can check me out.
You don't get a community tab until you hit 1,000 subs. And fun fact, you have to have 1,000 subs for a week. Like, you can't hit
Wow.
1,000, have 1,000 for 4 days, and then drop back down to like 900. They will.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's one of those. Hello, Dead Knight. How are you? I see you tagged me. That's one of those like unspoken rules, because they're usually like, oh, it'll show up within a week of you having a blah blah blah. Yeah, that's because you have to maintain that 1,000 for a week. So.
Yeah, because it does fluctuate where you lose.
Yes.
especially when you're such a small channel like mine, you can tell when people unsub from you, and you're like, why did they unsub?
I mean,
you know,
I can tell as 242 donated Canadian $2. Have a great day, Raven. Thank you for the
Aw.
toonie. I love the
I
toonies.
hope y'all have a really good day.
Of course. What I was gonna say is, don't worry. Whenever you hit my size, you can still see that whenever 1 or 2 people unsub from your channel, you could still see it, and it still hits you right in the chest every time. It's like, why is there a lower number?
Yeah. I don't know. Some people just, I guess, don't want a lot of people on their channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to clear out who they don't really listen to. But I don't know.
Well, the other thing that YouTube's been doing, and I know I said we're gonna wrap it up, but here we go talking again.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You don't need to be sorry. This is all me. Another thing that YouTube does, and they don't say this, but well, let me phrase this. They claim they don't unsub people, which is interesting. Because and maybe they don't, but they do something weird. And that if you have multiple accounts associated with your account, like brand accounts like I have, and you sub to somebody with all of those accounts, it will count those subscriptions, and then about an hour later, every other one, every one that is a duplicate will drop off. Like for me, I have, I'm sorry to say this, like 5 brand accounts under my main account. Okay? Because I have old channels I don't use anymore, but you know, there's Raven Investigates, As the Raven Dreams, and then there's also Raven's other channel, which I don't have anything on because it's just, I was going to use it for other stuff, maybe someday. There's 3 of the 5. I have my old-ass gaming channel that I don't ever do anything with anymore because, yeah. And then I have another account that I made for some reason that I don't remember. But anyway, so, like, I went and subbed to people with all 5 of those. It counts as 5 until about an hour later, and then it drops and counts as only 1.
Oh.
Same thing counts for, like, hitting the thumbs up button. If you do so with alt accounts, it does not count it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that's like you have to separate your channels out completely
Different email addresses
into
and everything.
like different emails.
Yep.
For it wouldn't do that.
Yep. That is the only way to do it and not have it do that.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, with my videos, I'll like my video and then I have my own personal YouTube and I'll go and, you know, listen to my story, make sure there's not horrible mistakes that I missed or something. And then, you know, so I can get one view and one extra view. I listen to my own story and I'll like it as well, and so... But it only allows me to do that because they're completely 2 separate emails.
Right. And that, yeah.
But yeah, they do. I have people where I have subbed and I'm like, I swore I subbed to that person. Why am I not subbed anymore? You know, like it just unsubscribes you. Or I'll notice like a narrator or creator that I listen to frequently and I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen any of their videos pop up lately. And it's because I was unsubbed. So
yeah, I've been and I know they do, because I've actually experienced it. I've been unsubbed from, like, there was one time I went in and I logged in, I was unsubbed from Let's Read, which doesn't make any sense based on what I just told you guys.
No. Exactly.
Joel is literally like my idol in doing this. Like, I don't. Yeah. But...
No, I just checked on him the other day. He said he's doing good. But yeah, that's what got me started too, is Let's Read.
Nice.
But that was the first narrator I listened to, and then Jensen, and then, you know, Southern Cannibal, and Swamp Dweller, that's one. Yeah. And then you. But you know, it's funny because when you're a narrator, you still listen to other narrators.
Right.
I have, you know, and I listen to one of my other throwback, you know, that I listened to a lot was Mr. Spook, and he helped me out. And I like his voice as well.
Yeah.
Those are just some to throw out if anybody wants to, listen to some narrators that are really good. Like, I feel like they're top notch.
I feel that.
So.
But yeah. All right. We've been going for 2.5. I
Yeah.
think we can go ahead and call it good. It's noon where you are. You need to probably go do some stuff. I don't want to hold you too long, so.
Oh no, I'm gonna go eat. I know that
Same.
for sure. I'm hungry.
I'm gonna do the same.
But after the stream though, I would like to talk to you
Okay.
on Discord.
Yeah,
Just for a minute.
I'll go ahead and I'll end the stream here momentarily. Anybody, again, if you have not, please do subscribe to Curious Raven. Link is dropped once more. Please show her some love. Sub to her. Watch her videos. She does fantastic. Love you too, 242. She does fantastic videos, and she is awesome as a person, obviously. This has been a great stream. If anyone is curious, she will be my last guest for a while. I won't be doing guests again for probably a long time. Patience is a given. She's my co-host at this point.
Yes.
This stream... Hi. This stream wasn't intended to be a guest stream in the originals. I had a few guests, and I'm very happy with the guest I've had. So thank you very much to everybody. Yeah, thank you very much.
Aw.
What's it?
I'm at 42 said I am at 270. I
You're at
was at
470.
250. Sorry, 470. I was at 457 when I got on this live. So
Oh,
thank you,
wow.
y'all. That is
So,
amazing.
I put you in front of a decent-sized audience. There you go. Yay! I did something good today.
Yes.
But yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, so like I said, there won't be a guest next week or for several weeks
Mhm.
after. I think I just need to have some streams where I chat with the chat and Patience. Of course, Curious Raven, I do appreciate you being a guest. I think you are a fantastic one to end on, and I'm very happy that I got
Thank
you in
you.
front of a good audience that obviously will be happy to check out your content. Again, she does a fantastic job. She has great videos. I love her true crime stuff. I love her other stuff too, but I am kind of a sucker for true crime videos. So, 500 here soon. Exactly. She's on her way. And hopefully, since you got that bump in subs, YouTube be like, oh, hey, let's push your stuff out in front of people now for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, all right.
That's awesome. I hope everyone has a really good day.
Yeah, I hope the same. And
I
I hope...
enjoy being here.
Well, good. Of course, if I do another guest again anytime in the near future, I'll probably have you back. Just because, again,
Yeah.
you're lovely to talk to.
Sounds
You,
good.
242, you guys are always fantastic guests. So, everyone, have a great day. I love you all. Always remember, you are loved, you are valid, you are important. Never let anybody tell you otherwise. Live your life for you and enjoy your time on this planet. And as we've spoken today, there are a lot of things that can ruin your time on this planet. Don't let it get to you. Kick anything that gets in your way's ass. How's that sound? Sounds good to me.
Yes, do it.
All right, guys. Much
Bye.
love. And do you have something to say? I'm sorry.
No, I said bye.
Much love, everyone. Have a great day. And of course, sleep well.